Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line, your lineage, goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Halak here from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah with another lesson. And this time, I want to go into just a few scriptures, man, just to get us in a mindset of what we're doing here, you know. And with the Passover being a few days away, you know, we are going to have to go to continue on in that straight gate, man. This gate of affliction, this gate of trial, this gate of tribulation, you know, because we're on a journey to the kingdom of heaven, man, and this is the only way to go. And our Lord Yahweh Shah was the prime example of enduring in the straight gate, and we are his servants, you know. We say we believe in him, so we have to do exactly what he did, man. Go through that straight gate and endure even unto death, because we're entering into a time of great judgment, and we have to continue to move in that spirit of righteousness, which is that spirit of faith in our Lord Yahweh Shah, no matter what we may have to go through, man. And it's going to be difficult. That's what the straight gate is all about. The straight gate is difficult, man. And to get to where we want to be, it's going to be a difficult road. But at the end of the day, you know, through our faith, man, we can overcome all these things. You see? So I want to start right here in Matthew 7:13. This is the red letter, our Lord Yahweh Shah speaking. It says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many they be which go in thereat." And this is where the majority of our people, the majority of the world, find themselves, man. You see, they find themselves in that broad way, that broad gate, the easy road, not having to fight the flesh, just doing as thou wilt, living as they please, man. And that's going to what? Lead to destruction. 2/3 of our people, 2/3 of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans here, and the rest of you rebels all throughout the earth, you're going to find yourself here, man. In a gate, in following after the flesh. You see, being rebellious and disobedient toward the Most High, you're going to end up being put to death in this time of great judgment that the Most High is about to unleash. You see? Because you didn't want to leave off from the ways of the heathen, the false ways that you've been raised up in the land of your captivity. You wanted to continue in that, and that's going to cause a lot of people, you see, a lot of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to receive grievous judgment from Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. Verse 14 says what? Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. And this is where we find ourselves at, man. The hopeful elect. We find ourselves in the straight gate. Let's get that word for straight real quick. Right? Straight is the gate. Stenos. Narrow, straight. Let's do it like this. Let's look it up. Let's define straight. Used, right here. Used in the proper context, right? Used in reference to a situation characterized by a specific degree of trouble or difficulty. And that's what it is for the remnant, man. We're walking in the straight gate following Yahweh Shah's lead, and this is going to be a road of difficulty, man. It's going to be hard. Comes with trials and tribulations, especially in the time we're coming into now when all hell is about to break loose. You see, when the society is about to collapse, we have to keep our integrity, man. We have to keep our faith. See, while everybody else is just moving in the spirit of incredulity, moving in the spirit of unbelief, we have to keep our faith through it all, man. And that's what's going to lead us to life. But it's going to cause us to go through what? Much tribulation. And this is the lot that we've been put in by the Almighty God Yahweh as his people. You see, hey, Lord, like we always say, Lord willing, we be a part of that number as the hopeful elect. This is the lot we have to walk to enter into the kingdom of heaven on that first go round, man. This is the straight gate, leaving off from the ways of this world, man. Hey, being completely rebellious against the system when it comes to us, you know, standing firm with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Now we follow the laws, but when it comes to completely rebelling against the Most High, like when they make that MOTB mandatory, we gonna say to hell with that, man. We gonna serve our God, and that's gonna cause us to have to rebel against this system, man. And it's gonna put us in a place of difficulty. It's gonna put us in a strait. But this is what it has to be before we can enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. Oh, let's get that real quick. This is Acts 14, and this is what we do here, man. We're not giving you some sugar-coated, cookie-cutter doctrine, man. We're giving you the true understanding of what it really is. We're letting you know that, hey, man, shit is about to go down. It's about to get hard. Hey, but through it all, keep your faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah no matter what. That's why the scriptures tell you, cast not away your confidence, which have great recompense or reward, man. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. Because this is the way we have to go to enter into that kingdom that the Most High has promised us. There is no other way. When famine is breaking loose, and all this is coming, famine, complete chaos in the streets, and in the midst of civil war, the MOTB being made mandatory, and ultimately the missiles falling. Hey, we have to keep that faith through it all, man. This is a part of those trials and afflictions that we have to go through as the Most High's people. This is Acts 14 and 22. It says what? Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. That's a cut for all you guys talking about ain't no tribulation coming. You a damn lie. We're on the brink of Jacob's trouble fully popping off. And guess what? We are going to be in the midst of it, because are we not Jacob? Is not this man preparing to come down having great rabbits? It tells you in Revelation 12 and 12. Guess who his target is going to be? The Israelites. You see? And we're going to have to go through this tribulation to enter into the kingdom, because this is our lot to walk in as the 12 tribes, beginning with the remnant. This is what it has to be. Let's get this real quick. Let's get 2nd Esdras. We already here. Yep. The 2nd Esdras chapter 7 verse 3. It says, "And I said, speak on my power. Then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? And if he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?" Now this is a parable alluding to what? The kingdom of heaven. Going in through that straight gate to enter into that broad place, you see, wherein there's all good things, which is what? That life that the Most High has promised us, that rest that the Most High has promised us, man. But we just read in Acts 14 and 22 that what? To get there, we have to go through what? Much tribulation as a people. That's a must. We can't go into the kingdom until that happens. And this is what we find ourselves about to enter into. The time of great tribulation for the Israelites. Verse 6 says what? There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things, which goes into the kingdom of heaven, which has been prepared for us from the beginning, as Yahweh Shah told us, man. You see? Verse 7 says what? The entrance thereof is narrow, that straight gate, and is set in a dangerous place to fall. What does straight mean? Being put in the place of difficulty. You see? We got it right here. Oh, did I get rid of it? I got rid of it, but we saw it. You see? A place of difficulty, right? That dangerous place to fall. Like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. Trials and tribulations on all sides of us trying to pull us in, man. trying to throw us off the path. Hey, these relationships we have, housing situations, financial situations, car situations, job situations, all these things are different trials and tribulations that's trying to pull us off the path. They're trying to make us lose focus on what's really real. Satan plaguing your mind, trying to have you think all type of weird and perverse thoughts. All this is a part of the tribulation, and it's just going to intensify as we move through. You see? Verse 8 says what? And one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once, because we all have to walk this path. Each and every one of us that believe in Yahushua, we have to walk this path. This is our rite of passage. You see? This is how we pay our dues. We must go through it. It's a prerequisite before we can go into the kingdom of heaven. And nobody can walk this for you. That's why I say what? Let every man be persuaded in his own mind. You have to have faith in this, man. Nobody can have faith for you. Nobody can do this work for you. Nobody can make you come to camp or do your videos. You got to do this on your own out of the faith that you've been blessed with. You have to walk this straight gate out of the faith that you've been blessed with. And each and every one of us has to do this, man. It is a must. If we don't do this, we don't go into the kingdom of heaven on the first go round. You see? Verse 9 says what? If this city were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he shall never pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? And there it is. We have an inheritance waiting for us after the fall of Esau Edom's empire. After Esau Edom's blessings expires, we come into ours. But for us to come into it, during the time of that first dominion, we have to go through this dangerous time, man. It's a must. You have to get in your mind that, at some point in this, you may be homeless. You may be without a car. You may be without a job. All these, all this luxury that we have right now. You see? Being able to watch TV and Netflix and come home and have a roof over your head and food in your fridge and central air and heat. All that's going to be gone eventually, man. You see? You have to get that in your mind. You have to get in your mind that your woman may leave you. That your children may turn upon you. This is all that danger that we must go through, man. All these trials and tribulations that we must endure to receive the inheritance promised. Some of us are going to be thrown in jail. Some of us are going to be beheaded. Is that not what the prophecy says? That's all danger set before us that we must endure. The time of Jacob's trouble. You think we ain't going to be in the midst of Jacob's trouble when it's going on? Yes, we are. They're going to be coming after us. They're going to be persecuting us. They're going to lie upon us. These are all things that has been made known unto us in these scriptures by way of the Holy Spirit. Yahushua has put us up on game to let us know that we have to go through this. The servant is no greater than his Lord, right? So this is a must. And it goes on to say, what? Verse 10. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so is Israel's portion. This is what we must do to receive what? That inheritance that has been promised us. See, us as the hopeful elect, man, we're not shying away from Jacob's trouble. We know that it must be. It must be, man. We're not shying away from it. Let's get it real quick. This is Jeremiah 30 and verse 4. It says what? And these are the words that Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah, all 12 tribes. You see? For thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Because you have Israelites in the spirit like ain't nothing about to happen. You got Israelites in the spirit as if they're already in the promised land. You got Israelites in the spirit as if they're already in the second covenant, man. Having no clue of what they're really a part of. Ain't nothing but fear, death, destruction, chaos, judgment coming, man. And this is how serious it's going to be. Listen to this. Verse 6 lets you know how bad it's going to be out here. Jeremiah 30:6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Can a man have a child? Can men have children? Now, in this wicked ass society, they would tell you yeah, but we know and understand the answer to that is no. A man cannot have a child. A man cannot give birth. But it says what? Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. This is how bad it's about to get out here. That men are going to be out here as women having labor pains, having contractions because of the fear that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is going to bring upon them. So if the men are going to be in that type of spirit, what does that let you know about the women? You see? This is what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is going to bring upon this earth, and we're going to be in the midst of it. See the difference between us and them, Lord willing we be a part of that number. We're going to be kept firm in that day, stable in that day. You see? Because we have the understanding of why this is happening. See, during the time of this grace we've been given, this grace period that we have, we've taken advantage of it by investing in and reading these scriptures over and over and over and over to get the full understanding of it. To truly believe and pray to the Most High every day, calling upon the Most High when we put in certain situations. You see? Praying for the Most High's forgiveness, believing upon His Son Yahweh Shah, doing what the Most High commanded us to do. So when we're in the midst of this, we're not going to be shaken and stirred like the rest of these people out here, man. We're not going to be out here like chickens with our head cut off like the 2/3 are going to be. Because we have the answers. Because what? We took heed to the Most High's warning. And got in alignment with His Spirit through His Son Yahweh Shah. Verse 7 says what? Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And that's what gives us comfort. Knowing and understanding that we've made Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah a habitation, so that causes us to be protected. That causes the angels to encamp about us and deliver us from these times of trouble. How do we know this? Because we've been building up the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, through the Holy Spirit. As it tells us, let's get that real quick. This is Isaiah 33:6. It says what? And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is his treasure. Now we have been following the true teachers, beginning with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. You see? And they've been getting us prepared for this from day one, letting us know what it's really about. Not like these false teachers out here who haven't been getting their congregations prepared for what's about to go down. You have people following teachers that's telling you ain't no tribulation coming, and that's all that's spoken to come to pass before we enter into the kingdom of heaven. So when it goes down, it's gonna be like it's gonna catch them so off guard. Like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this happening? Why don't you know that if you claim to be an Israelite? You should know if you've been following the true teachers. See, when it goes down and when it happens, it's not going to catch us as a thief in the night, because we've been hoping for this. We've been praying for this time. We've been praying for the Most High to bring these prophecies to pass, man. We ain't been out here fucking around. We've been sincerely and truly longing for these times to come, because we know that it's a step closer for us to enter into the kingdom of heaven. So when it starts to go down and we start to see people die of famine, people out here losing their minds, and all hell is breaking loose, we understand and know that this is the Most High's will. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah has already put us up on game and told us He was going to do these things in the earth. You see? It's not going to catch the true believers off guard, because we know what it really is. We know what it really is. And that's why it says what? One more time. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is his treasure. You see, we've been moving in the fear of the Lord, man. You see? Doing what the Most High commands us to do. Believing upon Yahweh Shah. And that's why he's allowing that oil to be built up in us. So when it goes down, we'll be prepared for it. We already know we already know what to do. We're gonna be calling on the Lord, man. The true names, the proper names. In the right spirit. You see? Let's jump to 2nd Esdras, man. Because people really thinking that this is we just out here spewing vain words, but everything that we've been saying through the Holy Spirit is coming to pass, and it's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse, man. Oh, matter of fact, before we go into that, let's get Daniel 12:1. Daniel 12:1, it says what? The time of the end. You see, and this time is fastly approaching, man. Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. A time of trouble is coming that the world has never seen before. And a lot of you Israelites have not been prepared for what's about to take place because you don't believe you don't believe tribulation is coming. You see, you really don't understand the will of the Most High. You really don't understand what you're a part of. All hell is about to break loose, and everybody's about to be in the midst of it, even the true believers. But the difference between, look, once again, we say it humbly, man. Lord, wouldn't we be a part of that number? The difference between us and y'all is we're going to be protected and delivered, as the Most High promised us. Yeah, we're going to go through complete hell. Yeah, we're going to, you know what I'm saying, get some bumps and bruises and be put in different crazy situations. But we know and understand from what's being written, from what the Most High has promised to do for us, that it's going to be okay. It's just the trying of our faith. Shit going to be scary because we're in the flesh. But we put our trust in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, man. You see? And because we put our trust in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, the angels are going to stand up on our behalf and deliver us from many crazy situations. When famine hits, guess what? The Most High has promised that his people are going to be, his believers are going to be fed. When everybody else is out here suffering, you continue to move in that spirit of faith, the Most High promised to take care of us, man. And that's just the truth of it. Because this is what we have to go through this before we can enter into the kingdom. That's what we're trying to, the point we're trying to make to you. Once again, we haven't falsified anything. We haven't, remixed the Most High. We're giving you the true, raw and uncut, you see, understanding and letting you know what is about to go down. What we must go through, you see, as Israelites before we can be brought into the kingdom of heaven is a must. You see? Let's get 2nd Esdras 15. Because this is what the Most High is about to bring upon the world, man. Yep, let's do this. 2nd Esdras 15:14, it says, Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. You see that? For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands. This is the time we're coming into. All hell breaking loose. I should have started up and jumped down. Matter of fact, let's start right here. 2nd Esdras 15:5, it says what? Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. This is what the Most High has set to befall this place. And shit, the entire earth. But especially here in the land of America. He said he's going to send plagues upon this place. And why is he going to do it? Verse 6 says what? For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Because the Most High is about to punish the world for their wickedness. So we're about to see a lot of people die of famine. We're about to see a lot of people be put to death by way of the sword. You see? We're about to witness a lot of death, man. A lot of destruction. You see? Because the Most High is about to bring judgment. Harsh judgment. It tells you in Psalms 90 and 91, you shall see 10,000 fall at that right side. You see? Just multitudes and multitudes of people being put to death. People starving to death. Men, women, and children. You see, we're about to witness all these things. And then it tells us, man, let's get that real quick. Psalms 91. It's about to be bad out here, man. Psalms 91 and 7, it says, "What 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand. But it shall not come nigh thee." Come nigh who? The true believers, man. Those who have been dwelling in the secret place of the Most High, which is this truth. You see? $10,000, 1,000 at thy 1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 at thy right hand. That's mass judgment. A lot of people are going to die. All this is coming. But it shall not come nigh the true believers. That's what's comforting. Yeah, we're going to be in the midst of all hell breaking loose. You see, it's going to be a time of difficulty. You see? Going through this straight gate. But it's going to be okay. The Most High is going to keep us. He's going to protect us as He's promised to do. Verse 8 says what? "Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked." You see that? So when everybody else is being punished by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the true believers are going to be protected. And we're just going to witness just a mass judgment the Most High is going to bring upon the world, but it's not going to come nigh us, man. You see? It's going to be hard. You're going to see family members die. We're about to see some shit. But this is what it must be. And it's so many different precepts we can bring out pertaining to this, man, because it has to happen, man. Look. We must witness every single thing the Most High is about to bring, man. You see, like I said, we're going to be in the midst of it for us to be saved through our faith. Because everybody outside of the remnant, they have no faith. Even these Israelites who proclaim to be Israelites, they have no faith. This is why they preach the doctrine they preach. That's why they believe in what they believe in. They don't believe in the true name of the Most High. They don't believe in His doctrine. You see, they just remixing everything. They believe. You see, you can't just come and believe upon the Most High as you want to. You have to fall in line with His Spirit and do as He's commanded you to do. And that's why we say that they're moving in the spirit of faithlessness, man. So when it goes down, they're going to be caught up in it. When it goes down, they're going to be caught up in it. Matter of fact, I'm about to do another video in a second, Edges 15, because the Spirit taking me somewhere else. This is Isaiah 65 and 12, man. It says what? "Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter." Talking to who? 2/3 of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is the time of Jacob's trouble, where the Most High is going to allow Esau, Edom to roll upon you. And why is he going to allow that to happen? Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. That's why. Because when the Most High sent you His prophets, you made mockery of them. You see? You took it for a joke. I don't want to believe that way. I want to believe this. You see, I want to believe America's the promised land. I want to believe that the Most High's name is Ahaya, Ashaya, or whatever the fuck. You see, I want to believe that you can just call the Most High whatever you want to call him. You see? And whatever other bugged out doctrine you Israelites are pushing, man. When the Most High had His true teachers set up to give you the proper understanding. When it goes down, when the time of Jacob's trouble, all you hard-headed, stiff-necked, rebellious Israelites, the Most High is going to give you over to these spirits of vengeance, man. You see? And yeah, we're going to be in the midst of it, but once again, it's for us to be pulled through it because of our faith, man. See, that's the difference. We're going to be in the midst of it, but the Most High is going to work miracles on our behalf because of our faith. You got Israelites talking about ain't no miracles going to happen. Now, how the fuck are we going to be saved from all these crazy situations that we're about to find ourselves in? How are we saved out of the straight gate if ain't no miracles going to happen? How are we going to eat if ain't no miracles going to happen? How the hell are we going to escape this nuclear destruction that's coming? It's all going to be by the works that the Most High he's going to work on behalf of the faithful elect, man. Delivering them out of this difficult situation that we find ourselves in. But for the rest of you rebellious Israelites, man, you're going to be given over to it. You're going to be taken. You don't believe? Oh, you don't believe I can feed you? The Most High has examples where he just fed us out of thin air. That was a miracle. You don't believe that can happen here in these last days? Guess what? You ain't going to eat. When the famine takes hold, and they've been talking about global famine coming, guess what? The only ones who are going to eat are those who believe that the Most High can feed them no matter what. While the rest of y'all go and get in the damn MOTB line to depend on Esau to feed you. You see? A lot of you Israelites really don't get it, man. You don't get it. Tribulation is coming. Hard times are coming. Shit, we are in hard time. Hey, inflation shit is going up. Inflation is rising. You see? The economy collapsing. All type of shit is going on. And you still got Jake out here believing that everything gonna be all right here in America. No, man, this shit is over. Because the Most High is about to hit the reset button. Esau ass is going down. And it tells you in Revelation, by great violence. You see? The Most High about to cause all type of hell to break loose here in this place. You see? And the only ones who are going to make it through it is that faithful remnant, man. Those who are moving in that spirit of faith. You see? And that's just the truth of it. Being tried as gold in the fire, you see? You see? It is the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Who is the he? The remnant is going to be saved up out of it. Through their faith in our Lord Yahweh Shai. What else we got? We're going to put us in Ezra 15 to show you that, like, all these prophecies, it ain't like we're just going to be, you know, now some brothers might be out of the way, but we going to, hey, all of us have to go through this time of tribulation, man. You see? We all have to go through this time of tribulation. Because at the end of the day, our faith has to be tested. But this is what the Most High is bringing. 2 Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. What is that? That's complete societal chaos. Breaking loose. And we're going to be in it, running and ducking and dodging, panting and shit. But guess what? That entire time we're going to be calling on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and he's going to allow the angels to encamp about us to protect us, Lord, willing we be a part of that number. See, why these other people are being swallowed up in prophecy, man. Swallowed up in judgment. Verse 16 says what? For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. That shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Complete societal breakdown. No more listen to the government officials. All that shit is going to be out of the one. The complete lawlessness. You see? It's going to be madness out here in these streets. People are going to lose their minds, man. And how are we going to be kept from this? Through our faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. This is a part of that straight gate. Because while everybody else is just out here losing their mind, we can't be out here in the spirit to go along with them. You see? We got to be in that spirit, keeping our eyes singled on what? On Yahweh Shah. Through it all. It says what? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. What is that? Martial law. Not going to be able to move and maneuver as you're doing right now freely. That's a part of the straight gate. That's a part of that that's a part of those perilous times. That's a part of that trouble that's coming. But guess how the Most High is going to allow us to do it? Move and maneuver through faith. Verse 18 says what? For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. There it goes again. Men are going to be afraid out here because what? Or because of the plagues that the Most High is bringing. It's going to be so much death, man. People's mental is going to break from all the death that the Most High is going to bring, man. The cities are going to be troubled. That's the last place you're going to want to be, in a city. Especially without Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's a part of that trouble that we have to go through. That's a part of that tribulation that we must endure to be brought into the kingdom of heaven. You see? It says what? It says what? Verse 18, 2 Esdras 15 and 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Verse 19. A man shall have no pity on his neighbor. That's like a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of a lack of bread and for great tribulation. You see what the Most High is about to bring this country into? He's going to bring this entire world into this, but especially here in the land of America, man. He's about to break this place completely down. You thought America was unsafe before? Wait till you see what the Most High does to it. And when he does it, watch how the peoples they go back to a fucking mentality of being animalistic, man, being savages. And guess what? We're gonna be around these crazy motherfuckers, man. So we're gonna need help. We're gonna need deliverance. You see? The lack of bread, the lack of resources, what is that? That's a famine, man. That's gonna cause cannibalism to make a major return. People are going to be eating each other. You see? People are going to be running into each other's homes, guns drawn. In search of whatever they can find to eat. But guess what? When all that is happening, when all hell is breaking loose like this, the Most High is going to have a protection around the true believers. But we're going to be in the midst of famine. We'll have to go a couple of days without eating. But we're going to be fed. We're going to be taken care of. You see? Everything that you have right is about to be stripped away. And all you're going to be left with is that relationship that you've built up with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And the only ones who have truly been building up a relationship with the Most High is the remnant, man. Through his son Yahweh Shah. So when everything is taken away from you and everybody's on the same playing field, you see the true believers are going to stand tall above all else, man. Through their faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. In the midst of all this tribulation. You see? Let's go ahead to Isaiah 65. Yep. This is Isaiah 65 and 13. It says, Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. So that shows you that famine is going to be coming. That the servants of the Most High's people are going to be in the servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, they're going to be in the midst of famine. But they're still going to be fed. Why? Because the Most High is going to feed them. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. It's going to be what? Lack of water. But the Most High is going to take care of his servants. You see? Because of what? Because of that faith. All that's a part of the tribulation, man. Being in the midst of famine, but still taken care of because of the faith that you have. It's a fucking drought going on, but you still being able to have water to hydrate yourself because of the faith that you have in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see? It says what? Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. In the midst of tribulation, while all hell is breaking loose, you know, the true servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushua are going to be rejoicing. While everybody else is going to be ashamed, suffering. You see? Verse 14 says what? Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. It's because you want to go in a way that was easy. You want to go into the broad gate, the broad way. You see that? You want to follow after the flesh. You want to do as thou wilt. You see? While the true servants of the Lord have forsaken their life on this side. You see, which causes them to suffer in this life. Because we know we have something better coming. We sacrifice relationships and jobs and living situations and all type of shit to walk in the straight gate. We're gonna have to suffer. We're gonna have to sacrifice even more when it really go when that MOTB hits and they threaten that you can't eat, you can't do anything without it. Watch how many people who so-called how can I say it? Like your woman. She claims she down right now, but wait till that thing made mandatory, man. The woman is the weaker vessel. They gonna line up to get that shit. So what you gonna do? Man, you gotta walk away from that shit, man. Even if you take your kids to go get it, you gotta walk away from it. It's gonna be okay. But that's a part of that straight gate. They might threaten to take your job away if you don't go get it. Hey, it's gonna be okay. That's a part of that straight gate. We're gonna be taken care of, man. This is all a part of that tribulation that we must go through before we can enter into the kingdom of heaven. And the reason we go into this so much is to get you in the right mindset, to let you know that this is what it must be. This is a must for us, man. You can't shy away from it. You can't be in the spirit of not wanting it to happen. You got to embrace that shit, man. Because this is how the Most High set it up for us to be brought into that glory. As gold tried in the fire, man. But as we're reading, we're going to be in the midst of all these crazy situations. But through it all, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to take care of his servants. You see? All hell is breaking loose. Famine is gripping. Spirits of vengeance is out here. The death angels just out here slaughtering and slaying. The servants of the Lord are going to be taken care of and all that hell breaking loose, man. Let's get Second Ezra chapter 2. And I'll wrap it up on this one, man. This is Second Ezra chapter 2, verse 26. It says, As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. And that goes into what? The remnant. Even though they're going to be in all this hell that's going on, all this tribulation, you see, not one of them is going to perish. Now, does that mean that some of us won't be put to death for the truth's sake, to be made martyrs, to fulfill prophecy? That's not what it means, because we already know that some of us are going to be thrown into prison. We're going to have tribulation 10 days. Hold on, let me get that real quick. Let's show you. Revelation chapter 2. This is a must. This is Revelation 2 and 10. It says what? Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil which is Esau, Edom, shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried. You see that? And we already see laws and legislation being put into place and justifying them and coming up against so-called domestic terrorists, so-called what's the other terms they use? Black identity extremists, all this other BS. They're doing that so they can target the true men of the Lord, man. That's all it is. That's what they're doing. So it's going to cause some of us to have to be taken off into prisons. But it's for us, but it's for what? For us to be tried. You see? I don't know what the word tried goes into. Tried, parizo.
Strong's G 3985. Pyrazzo.
It goes into what? To try whether a thing can be done, to attempt, endeavor, to try, make trial of, test, for us to be tested, for the purpose of ascertaining his quality, or what he thinks, or how he will behave himself. Woo! We're going to be thrown into prison to see if we're going to what? If we're going to give up the faith. We're going to cast away our confidence. You see? It says what? In a good sense. In a bad sense, to test one maliciously, craftily, to put to the proof his feelings or judgments. It says what? To try or test one's faith, virtue, character by enticement to sin. You see that? You might be thrown into a prison. They may try to force you to take that MOTB. That's a trying and testing of your faith. We know what the Most High told us about that thing, man. To stay the fuck away from it. You see? But we have to go through these things to be what? Tried. You see? Look at this. After the Old Testament usage of the Most High to inflict evils upon one in order to prove his character and the steadfastness of his faith. This is why we have to go through the time of tribulation, man. The Most High wants to see if we're going to be steadfast in our faith. You see? But you get it. So it says what? Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried. You shall have tribulation, 10 days, which is a complete number of days, however long the Most High sees fit to have you in that situation to be tried. It says what? Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Now, how would it be possible for us to do that, man? If the Most High has to pour that Spirit upon us. And that's how we're going to get through every situation we're going to find ourselves in. The Most High is going to pour his Spirit upon us to cause us to endure, because we're not getting through this time of trouble by no strength of ours. And that's what you have to understand as well. Once again, it's all about that faith. And through that faith, the Most High will supply us with that strength that we need to endure and overcome. You see? So once again, some of us might have to suffer this. But it's okay. If we're faithful unto death, we're going to receive that crown of life, being a part of that first dominion. Being a part of that first batch of Israelites that enter into that glory with Yahweh Shai. This is a part of it. And you really have to meditate upon these things to get yourself in that right state of mind, that right mind frame, man. Let's get the other one. Let's show you right here. Revelation. Where is it? 20? Yeah. And 4. This is another possibility. These are all different types of tribulation that we're going to have to endure through to be brought into that fullness of glory with our Lord Yahweh Shai. Revelation 20:4 says, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of the Most High, for this truth, for what we believe in, man. You having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you are a threat to Esau's power structure, his empire. You see, you are a threat to him. And since you are a threat to him, you see that? He's going to want to do harm to you. He's going to come after you. You see? It's not some light thing that you know you're an Israelite. You are a target now. Y'all think y'all sneaking and watching these videos, and no, man. Esau knows each and every one of y'all who are watching these, man, and he's gonna come after you, especially the true believers. But it's okay because we have what? We have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah with us, man. So it says what? Revelation 20:4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Mashiach 1,000 years. So these brothers right here, they didn't go along with this fucking wicked ass power structure. They didn't go along with this wicked ass way of life that they're promoting and propagating and trying to force down your throat. And they definitely didn't go with that MOTB, which is the RFID CHIP. And because of that, they had to be what? They were martyrs. But it's okay because they'll be a part of that first dominion, sitting on thrones, ruling with Yahweh Shai in the kingdom of heaven. You see? The Most High he's not just going to have us on this this never-ending path of tribulation. It all leads to something. It all leads to the kingdom. You see? It all leads to the kingdom. But this is the way the Most High set it up for us to go. Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of the Most High. But we're here to let you know, hey, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. The Most High didn't bring us all the way through this, to this point to just forsake us, man. Because he wants to give us the kingdom of heaven. As Yahweh Shai told us, man, fear not, little flock. It is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom, if you endure the tribulation. You see? You got to endure that tribulation first, though. So let's go back to 2nd Ezra chapter 2. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 26. It says what? As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Hey, the elect are going to be saved, man. Even those who have to be beheaded or thrown into prison, being faithful unto death, they're going to be saved. You see? Verse 27 says what? Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, and it will come, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. Even when you're in the midst of all this hell going on, you're gonna be good. You see, we're gonna be merry and have abundance while everybody else is suffering. You see, because as the Most High, as the most Lord willing, we are part of that number. As the hopeful elect, we've done this the right way through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. So he's gonna take care of us. Verse 28 says what? The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Why? It's because the Most High is going to set the angels around us to protect us. You see? Even in the midst of all this tribulation, we have power with us, man. Verse 29 says what? My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. So yeah, the Most High is going to have us in the midst of all this tribulation, but we're going to be protected. You see, and we have to move in that spirit of faith to keep that protection, man. But we got to go through this straight gate. Like I said, and there's so many other things I could have went into it. Once again, persecution is coming. They're going to be saying all manner of things against us falsely for Yahweh Shai's sake. That's another part of the tribulation. And we have to continue to stand firm 10 toes down, unmovable, unshakable, unwavering through it all. That's all a part of the testing. That's all a part of the trying, man. You see? And it must be this way because the Most High wants to see if we're going to be steadfast in our faith. And may he allow us to be even more bolder and more firm as we move in this straight gate, man. You see? So I didn't mean to go that long, but it's all the Spirit. And so with that, man, Lord willing, that was edifying and comforting. We have to go through tribulation. It is a must. It is a must. But the Most High has let us know all throughout the scriptures it's going to be okay. Even though we're about to go through this time of trouble, it's going to be okay. Keep the faith, and He will be with us, man, as He's promised. And so with that, I'm going to end up by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba.